Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Vinny. And holy crap, today was wild. And it was a really mixed day for those of us on this channel. Both Alibaba, but our shorts didn't do so well. It's kind of wild. And then we're hitting a really important technical factor that we're going to talk about. So I'm going to give you a brief rundown about what happened today.
Damn it!
Had to put that in there.
Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks.
So Big Daddy J-Pow basically said, fuck Dylan's shorts as hard as you can.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, no. He bet me over, for sure. Was not a good day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green
Well, I
is
mean,
my favorite color, but not for stocks right now.
Well, yeah, it depends. So it's just, massive rally across the board. This is kind of the heat index. Big names are up significant percentages today. All right. The important factor from a technical standpoint here is this rally, this big, sexy green bar here, if you're long, right? It broke through both the 200-day moving average and this trend line that I had drawn on here, which is kind of crazy. So we'll look at Dylan's charts, which are a little bit more detailed as far as that goes, because he has updated volume, which Yahoo did not have when I grabbed this. We can take a peek at those.
So, let me move my face to see this terrifying thing. Oh no, yeah. So, essentially, what happened, this gray line is your 200 moving average. This green line is the trend line. Everyone's is a little bit different, but it's all around 408 to 410. It's somewhere in that range, all right? For those people thinking that this is a bull trap, no. We do not have the power to put up this volume. We just, unless like every, what's it called?
Retail investor?
Retail investor somehow inherited $100 million and then put it in the market. We can't put this up. It's not a thing. Very bad for me. So I had to stick true to the plan. I'm probably down like 5K. What's another K? Right?
Yeah.
So we got to see what happens tomorrow. Do we reject a little bit? Do we come back down? The rule was no more than 2 days above the average. So we'll have to see what happens. Not a fan of J-Pow.
Not today. 3% in one day was definitely a big move for the SPY here. I'm going to go back to my presentation.
I declare
This is me.
bankruptcy!
Yeah, good.
Pretty brutal. But like the crazy part is like look at the day before he started talking. Kind of turning slightly negative for the most part, but nothing super wild. Hanging right around that baseline, and then J-Pow started talking and just took off. Particularly, I'm going to go through a couple of things that he said here. The real kind of thing that the market got really excited about was that him saying that the pace of rate hikes will decrease, and it could be as early as this coming meeting, which is next week, or 2 weeks from now. Sorry. He also talked about the possibility of a soft landing. Overall, if you actually watch his entire speech, it was pretty jovial in nature. He definitely seemed like a little bit of weight off his shoulders, if you kind of get that impression. That's certainly to be reasonable, I guess, given the fact that we had some good jobs numbers that came out this morning in terms of what he's trying to see. There was a decrease in number of jobs significantly below what they had been previously. So it's signs that the job market is turning towards a healthier balance, as he talked about. And he was kind of optimistic that we may be able to avoid a massive kind of loss of jobs, and that we may be able to kind of decrease the demand for jobs rather than actually having job losses where people are displaced out of work. Just there'd be fewer job opportunities out there. So that was one of the talking points he had today too.
Before you hit that slide, guess where he started talking?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be that little volume bar that was white right there.
That's
with the other big
2-minute chart.
Well,
that was in 2 minutes. We jumped 6 points.
Yeah, definitely moved the market today. And I did not expect that, which is why I was so aggressively bearish. This is my little stupid fun money account here. And this account was down 55%, 54% today. But I didn't close any of these positions either.
Yeah, well,
because I'm an idiot.
You can't, because we did a video where I looked at literally 50 hits on the 200 moving average and what happens, and you don't know if this is a bullshit one or a real one. The volume's not great. It's not trending in my favor, but you got to stick to the rules.
Yeah, exactly. And some of these are very aggressively short time, the first of which is expiring on this Friday. So it would need a pretty abrupt rejection off of that line for this option contract call credit spread to come back into the money.
I forgot about your time.
Yeah, it was aggressive. Yeah. Very aggressive. The nice kind of opposite side of this is my main account, the one that's kind of longs with some covered calls, was up $2,300 today. So that made me feel a little bit better. So still net positive on the day. Never mind like looking at my other retirement accounts. So that's okay.
I don't know what I was. When you're talking, I'm gonna check because I'm curious.
Yeah, this was funny too. This is Michael Burry tweet from yesterday. It made me laugh because this last sentence. Who is predicting this? There are none. And to me, this is Michael Burry has gone into like full Dr. Seuss mode in his tweets.
Yeah, I was actually up 2K too. That's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really know what this means, but I mean he's still super short. So
Well, the guy notoriously for being like 2 years early, basically, right? So you never know. We'll see what happens from there. But the nice thing, the reason why we're still accounts were up today is that Alibaba had a fantastic day. And this is largely the news driver right here, was basically the kind of resolution of some of these COVID lockdowns, which is really interesting. We did that separate video about kind of the protests that have been happening. It's like, do the protests have a positive effect and the government actually relent to the protests, even though it's like a Chinese communist dictatorship, which is interesting?
I'm going to say yes. I know that might not be what everyone else is thinking, but the timing is too perfect, right? And history of COVID exposures and a lockdown, you don't just end this quickly. That's not how it works. There's a certain time period where you wait, and that time period was not respected. So I'm going to go with yes.
You mean like the 2 weeks to crush the surge?
Yeah.
A couple of years into this whole thing. But yeah, 9.6% today. That was a mighty sexy move up. This is still what we're waiting for, the actual PCAOB kind of announcement, which could be in the next few weeks. That would be something that could potentially move BABA quite a bit. The scary part for me is that I have a covered call at 90 strike that expires 12/16 right now.
Oh my God, Vinny. You know what? I'm short like 18 grand, so I can't even make fun of you.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not that worried about it. But this is just crazy how much this has kind of pivoted in the last month here. Seeing Alibaba's up 30% in the last month. I don't know if you want to look at this on the chart real quick too.
Yeah,
it's just crazy the actual speed of this reversal here. We've still had conflicting news stories where they're one day they're easing lockdowns, another day they're having protests and fights in the street with government control agents, which is just crazy.
So you can see here, these were my buy points. I bought a little bit more here, but yeah, we are coming up on two big bars here. What's even crazier, are you familiar with XPEV?
XPEV. I've seen it, but I don't know much about it.
Wrong stock. Hold on. NIO.
Okay.
NIO, the electric car area was up an absolute insane amount. They went from 10 to 12 or 13. That's 30% in a day. That's absolutely wild. So
yeah, it definitely has been a bullish month or so for Chinese stocks, which is pretty wild. But yeah, you never know. That's
here we go. I was right. It is XPEV. Went from 8 to
redeeming.
11.
Yeah.
That's 20. That's what is that? Like 35%. That's absolutely disgusting.
Yep, agreed. That's the nice buoy to our short positions on U.S. equities at this point in time. I guess is that we're also long on Chinese equities, which have been outperforming pretty well.
Yeah. The only problem is for every dollar I make, I light 70 cents on fire. So with my shorts, fantastic.
Yeah, that's
really good. Huh? Oh, Vinny just got lost. So what we're going to do is we're going to end it. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, catch you the next one.
Oh, he came back.